In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, it is the Colombian Cup Semi Final. We are taking on Deportes Tolima over 2 legs. Can we make the final and secure a place in next year's Copa Libertadores Group Stage? We'll find out soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated, and also turn on the notification bell to keep up to date anytime a video drops for this series. When we were last here, we of course progressed in the third round, or the quarterfinals, of the Copa Colombia, the Colombian Cup. We beat Once Caldas 4-1 over 2 legs, and hot off the heels of that, we are now taking on Deportes Tolima, a team who sit 5th in the overall league table in the top division. This is our biggest test since we beat Atlético Nacional earlier on in the Cup. So before we get into today's game, we have had one league game since you were last here, and it was yet another win. We've got a lot of nice green at the moment in our results schedule, which is good. It was 3-2 to us against Deport FC. If you look at the stats, it's a result that you'd have to say we deserved. A bit frustrating of their 3 shots on target, 2 of them went in the back of the net, but it was a good performance. Our right wingers continue to score goals. Elkin Murillo started this game with Labastidas being rested. Acosta finds him with a cross in the 27th minute, a nice header. Just inside the start of the second half, we did earn a penalty that Caicedo put away. And then, not too long after that, about 50 minutes in, it was Deportes FC getting their first goal. A long ball from their goalkeeper just got in behind our defence, and it was pretty soft. But Murillo then got his second man of the match performance from him. A nice ball by the penalty scorer Caicedo, and another good header by our youngster Elkin Murillo. That made it 3-1 after 55 minutes. They did make it a little bit interesting at the end here. Deportes FC in the 85th minute. A nice cross played in for Gomez, who got in behind our defence yet again. But we held on for a 3-2 win. A little bit disappointing in the manner in which we conceded those goals. But we'll take the win, especially considering we did do a bit of rotation for this game with the likes of Ordonez coming in and Murillo. And we've still got the likes of Ergene Velimese was able to just get a bit more match fitness in that game as well. So it should hopefully keep us in good stead heading into today's game. We'll just have a quick look at the competitions page to show you guys where we do sit in the league. At the moment, 2 points clear with 9 games played. We are almost guaranteed to be in that top 8 for the postseason. We are 14 points clear with 6 games to go. I mean, technically someone could catch us up, but by the time we play our second leg of this Copa Colombia semi-final, we might have already secured our place in the group stage semi-finals of the second phase of this Colombian second division season. But we are about to get into the first leg of this Colombian Cup semi-final against Deportes Tolima. Here is our starting 11. It is more or less exactly the team I would want to put out there. The only caveat to that, one, Carlos Caicedo still keeps his place in the team with Christian Orlego injured and still out for between 6 days and 3 weeks. He might be available for the second leg, but that's unlikely. But apart from that, it is a full strength lineup with both Martinez and Hemmons Green in goal, and Suarez and Sinisterra in the midfield. Venegas back from injury. Our wingers fit at the moment. The injury curse that we had for a little while seems to be coming right. We've even been able to put Lucas Basozzi on the bench for today's game, as well as the choo-choo train. Murillo is on there as well. Cucuta, of course, coming back from injury. It's a pretty good side that we're putting out here in terms of squad depth. Hopefully, we can get a good job done at home here in the first league, and it might give us the advantage away from home in the second. And it would be very nice to get in this Colombian Cup final. It will be tough no matter who we play in that tie. The top 2 teams in the top tier of Colombia are matching up in the other semi-final, but we can only beat who's put in front of us, and if we can get to that final, you never know, we might just have a chance And we have got the TV coverage. As you would expect, there is our lineup as we discussed before. The 4-3-3 that we've used all throughout this save. And we come into this in superb form. There's Deportes Tolima, a 4-2-3-1. So similar to our last opponents. And once Caldas, see they've lost their last 2 games. So maybe we can pile the misery on them here. That would be nice, especially at our home ground. We are kicking off playing right to left in our red and black with the white shorts. And once again, we face an opponent in mostly white. Deportes Tolima with a little orangey red stripe down the middle, and Labastides goes in the box early. It's tackled, but a corner, not a penalty. We have been receiving a few penalties and red cards, well, against the opposition, the red cards anyway, in this Colombian Cup. We do have a corner early on. It is cleared by the Deportes Tolima defence out to Bello, and now he is in for our defence here. Plays it back to Hernandez, out to Elias. He sizes up, he puts it back in for Hernandez, puts a cross in. The dozer, I think that was, with a nice chance, but puts it over the bar. We nearly go 1-0 down early, but luckily we don't. It's still 0-0 and 6 minutes in. Okay, we are now coming up to the 15th minute, and we have a corner. Labastides puts it in. Cleared out by the Deportes Tolima defence, and it is out to their player in Hernandez. They look to get us on the counter. A little bit of a scrappy pass back, but they do still tidy it up. And they look to play a long ball in behind, but we're cut it out, and now it's up to Labastides. On a run, going inside the box, he has a shot which is blocked from a slide tackle, and we will have a long throw. Something that we can at times be dangerous from, but not on this occasion, not even a highlight. Still 0-0 coming up to the 20th minute. And now, with 19 minutes gone, it's a Deportes Tolima throw-in. Veloza. Here's a shot, but Sandoval gets into a good position and comfortably hangs on to that. And we might have a highlight here because he's thrown it out to Martinez, and we're watching it. He plays that forward to Sinistera, now into Caicedo. Tries to find Marulanda, does so. He just goes past his man like he's tied to the ground. Puts the ball in, Labastides heads it, but over the bar, just need to get that on target. It would have been a goal. Still 0-0, but we're creating chances. Okay, we are now at the half-hour mark, and we've got a long throw. Roman puts it into Venegas. He just smacks a defender and loses the ball. It's not too great from him. And they find Bello, who's just lurking at the halfway line, it seems, from any ball that they are able to get. But Caicedo with a good tackle. And Acosta plays that forward to Marulanda, who has got pace, and he's not afraid to show it, as you can see. Going in towards the box, finds Sinistera, another free header, but over the bar yet again. A more difficult chance than the one that to Labastides earlier, but we can't put it away. It remains 0-0, and now we're coming up to the 37th minute, and we have a throw-in. It's Roman. He'll loop it in. It's punched out by Ladano. Sinistera tried to get it on the volley, but the shot was blocked. They clear it out. Roman, it will tidy it up. Will anything come of it once he gets there? Yes, he's played it forward to Labastides. Something going on here. Suarez finds Caicedo in the midfield. Up to Venegas. Back to Suarez. We're knocking it about our own half. Roman on the edge of the box. Plays it back to Sinistera. To Suarez. He might have a shot from there, but it's blocked yet again. And now it's Deportes Tolima who look to get on the counter. They find Arias. And he's got past Roman, who nearly intercepted it. Arias, he puts the ball in, but it is blocked. Labastides will tidy it up, and that is the end of the highlight, but not for long. Now it's, well, I was going to say Deportes Tolima, but we've stolen that from them, and Caicedo will find Suarez. Sinistera to Caicedo. Venegas, some good knocking around by the boys here. Sinistera has a shot. He was offside anyway, but it was wide. Playing well, but not getting any result for it so far. Still 0-0 at the 40-minute mark. And it's a goal kick to Deportes Tolima, I should say. Acosta gets his head to it, and we'll find Marulanda. Back to Caicedo. They have looked good so far, but this is a good team. 5th in the overall First League table. Hopefully we can do the second division proud in the rest of this tie, because we are the only second division team left. Roman finds Labastides again, but the header is well over the bar. Creating chances, especially with our heads, but not getting enough on target. Certainly putting up a good account anyway. But yeah, it would be really nice to get to that final now that we've got this far. It is the main focus considering our league position. And they do play this back to the goalkeeper. Now, a bad pass here, and we could be in, and it's to Marulanda. Right, the goalkeeper was well off his line. He's got back now, Maralanda. What's he going to do? He plays it forward to Labastides. Here's a shot. Oh, it's a good save from Londono. Really good effort. That's our best chance of the game so far. But it took a good save from the Deportes Tolima goalkeeper. And the corner is headed back out to Labastides. It hits someone that second cross in, but it's fallen to Arias, and he looks to get us on the counter. He's got pace on Roman, I think that was. It's a tackle by, I think that's Martinez, and he's done well the first time. The second time, not so much, but the header once again goes over the bar. Lots of chances that haven't gone on target in that first half. It will be 0-0 at halftime. And if you look at the shots and what went on target, we should really be ahead. But one good save from the goalkeeper and too many wasted chances by us means that it is still 0-0. An encouraging performance, you'd have to say, but hopefully we can get better in the second half. Tell the boys we've been the better team. Just need to keep doing what we're doing, and the good old we have, well, not we have faith at this stage, but there's a lot more to come. Hopefully we can make this, we'll take advantage from the general play that has been going on, because we have looked a better team in terms of chances created compared to them. But it is Deportes Tolima who are kicking off the second half of the first leg. A goal at home would really be great. I suppose the main thing to consider is we don't want to concede one. That would be a nightmare. This team is better than most we have taken on so far this season, so we need to make sure we're not giving them any gifts at our home pitch. Now we have a highlight in the 50th minute. Edmonds Green playing it up to Caicedo. Now we play it back to Martinez. He finds Labastides. Up to Venegas. He's in the box, but it's a pretty soft effort straight at Londono. Had options out to his right, but didn't look for them, and it will remain 0-0 in the 52nd minute. Okay, we're up to 55 minutes now, and we've got a player on the red heart. It is Shaun Sinistera. We'll bring Lasso on for him. Just see what we can do here in terms of tactical familiarity, and Lasso looks like he will be better suited to the Carrilero role. Apart from that, for the moment, I think we're going to leave things as they are. There's a few players on 6.6 ratings. No one having a great game, but no one having a shocker either. We'll see if Lasso can provide a bit of oomph in the midfield. 35 to go in this first leg, still 0-0. Throw into Deportes Tolima in the 60th minute. We cut it out through Acosta, and he finds Maralanda. Can we get something going here? Just not being clinical enough with our chances. It's up to Lasso now, who plays it back to Caicedo, and Suarez, the defensive midfielder. He'll find Martinez. Dribbling forward and then finds Lasso. He's going to play it forward for Venegas. I thought that would be going to another player. Yeah, Roman was the guy I thought that would be going to the first time, but it doesn't. Now Lasso and Roman playing some good 1-2. Suarez with a shot. Londono took that right on the line, but keeps it out, and it's still 0-0 in the 64th minute. And I think it's time to make some more subs. Now, Ergene Velimese, as good as he is not doing a lot today. I think we're going to give Lucas Bisozzi, despite not having much match fitness, we're going to give him a crack. And also Harlan Suarez, we will take off for Jailo Meza in that CDM role. And that will be our subs for the game. Can one of these two players create something? You'd think it would be Bisozzi up front if anyone, but can we get a home goal in the first leg of this semi-final? It's a long throw. Acosta's going to put this in, and Londono takes it very comfortably, creating the chances, but none of them have, only one of them really have looked like a goal, but that was a good save from Londono in goal. Now we played with Bisozzi up back to Labastides in the box, and it's a penalty. Right, that's a big chance. 70th minute penalty. It will be Labastides to take it as well as earn it. We're getting a lot of penalties in the cup now. This could be crucial. And he sends the keeper the wrong way. We are 1-0 up. You have to say that we probably deserved it in the end, but boy, it took a while, and it's 1-0 Cucuta Deportivo in the first leg of this Colombian Cup Semi Final. Sliding tackle on the right-hand side of the box. He earned the penalty, and he puts it away nicely. 1-0 with 18 minutes to go. Now we're in the 79th minute, and it is Deportes Tolima knocking it about. And now Martinez cuts it out, but only as far as Barrios. David for them. Notice we do have some players on pretty tired legs, but of course running out of subs. Now Veloza with a header over the bar. There have been many headed chances for both teams in this game, but no one able to get any on target. But once again, it's Deportes Tolima with a throw-in. Sandoval good aerial skill there to claim that before the striker got to it. And Martinez will shortly find Roman. No, it's actually Labastides he finds. And he is off on a run, loses the ball, but Lasso tidies it up. And now Basozzi with fresh legs is in a good attacking midfielder sort of role there. Now Lasso and Meza. Meza finds Roman, and he's in a nice spot to whip something across here. He put it straight to a defender. Roman once again gets it. Oh, blocks galore. We've ended up with a corner. They were scrambling a bit there, Deportes Tolima, but they keep it to 1-0, and now we have a corner. No one gets their head to it from our end. And now Arias gets past Meza. What's going to happen here? We've left one guy open, but Meza with a nice tackle. Roman will tidy this up, and with 8 minutes to go, we hold a 1-0 lead. Now we've got a long throw, but we can only chuck it straight to them, and oh, they've got the numbers on us here. This is looking very dangerous. It's not a great pass for Velosa, but it might be good enough. Oh, he's blasted it wide and over the bar. Big chance there for Deportes Tolima, but it remains 1-0 to Cucuta Deportivo. Now we're in the 90th minute. We have a throw-in. Roman taking a bit of time. I haven't told them to do that yet, but he threw it to them, but then got the ball back, so I'll accept that for now. Now he's looked to find Barrios. Oh, sorry, not Barrios, Basozzi. But Barrios cut it out, and now Deportes, oh, they've gifted it to Marulanda. Come on, oh, he's hit it straight at the keeper. That was a golden chance to make it 2-0. We've still got the ball, though. Meza, oh, what a strike from Jairo Meza. Thought we blew that goal, but in the end, we've got it still. That was interesting. Jairo Meza has got his first goal from the club. There's that absolute golden chance of Marulanda, but he somehow got to the ball before the Deportes Tolima defence have. Plays it across to Meza and a low hard strike into that bottom left corner of the goal, and we now have a 2-0 lead, and that is a lot better going away from home for the second league as long as we can hold it for this next little bit of injury time. We are now past the referee's time, or past the suggested time. It's been played advantage for a foul there, and that is full time in the first league, and we will take a 2-0 lead away from home into that second league. Not much happening until the second half goals wise. Labastides from the penalty spot, and then Meza very late on in the 90th minute, making it 2-0. Very happy with that result, even if it took a while to get the rewards for that performance. You look at the stats, and we did look the better team. A lot more clear-cut chances. Obviously, Marulanda laid on, but in the end he still created a goal, so I can't be too mad at him. But yeah, we'll definitely take that, and the next time that you see us, we will recap the 2 league games we've got in between now and then. They are quite big games too, against Union Magdalena and Deportes Quindoa. We'll give you the highlights of those games, and then we will be right into the second league away from home, where we have a good shot at making the Colombian Cup Final. Okay, so here we are about to start the second league against Deportes Tolima. It's actually been a day in real life since I played that first league, mainly because you would have seen the results afterwards. 2 very dull 0 draws. I say dull, obviously because of these results we can't show you guys the highlights because there were none, but I will quickly show you guys the stats here, because these are 2 games that we absolutely dominated. There's the first one. This one, not so much as the latter one. You can see we had the same amount of shots on target, just being extremely wasteful. 3 clear-cut chances though, just not putting the ball in the back of the net. We had to do a little bit of rotation for this game. Julio Yepes was a player who got a start. He is now the youngest player. He's taken over from Raul Zuluaga, and he actually played really well for a 15-year-old midfielder. As you can see, he's got a lot of potential. But as good as he played, as good as Edmonds Green and Roman were, Roman creating a lot of chances, we just didn't do anything. So that was frustrating. And the same case in this game against Deportes Quindoa, the team who are at the top of the table joint with us. This one really hurt. Look at the stats. 27 shots with 7 on target. They only had 1 on target, and we still couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. To be fair to us, their goalkeeper had a really good game. Bermudez, he saved a couple of really good chances, but very frustrating. So I closed the game. I've had a day off, gone to work and all that stuff, and now we're back, and hopefully things will be better. Those 2 results though do mean that we have qualified for the next stage, or the semi-final second phase stage, which is good. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, those results are a little bit frustrating. But we will be in the postseason off the back of our cup run, depending on when that ends, if it's today, or we can make it to the final. So here is the side that we are starting with this game. Now I have made a few changes due to some tired legs, namely Cuernu comes in for Acosta. It's mainly players just not quite in perfect condition, would want them to be for this important game. I'm not worried about the defence. Our defence has been really good, but it's our attack where I'm looking for a bit more oomph. So our wing backs have been switched. Jean James, when we have used him this year, has been really good. He's in for Roman. As I said, Cuernu in for Acosta. In the midfield, Lasso comes in for Sinistera, the young midfielder with 3 stars. He should be doing as good a job as Sinistera. And both our wingers we have switched out. Elkin Murillo, who has been very good with his head of late, and the choo-choo train. Him and Cuernu, I'm a little bit concerned match fitness-wise, or sorry, sharpness-wise, I should say, with those red thumbs down, but hopefully they can get the job done for us. Hernan Venegas starting at striker. Hopefully he can get a goal, because he hasn't been doing that very often. And Basozzi still on his way back from injury on the bench as well. Probably our best striker in terms of form at the moment is actually Zuluaga, but in terms of quality, these two are definitely the best. That is our team. Okay, here's the Deportes Tolima team. As you can see, they're playing a 3-5-2. Interesting system to try and break down. Here is our lineup that we went over before. But, yeah, the black not helping us there. We take a 2-0 lead into this league. If we can get an away goal, I think we'll be through. I honestly don't think they're going to score 3 goals against us. Watch that come back to bite me, but it hasn't happened very often, us conceding lots of goals. The only time that we have conceded goals is usually when we're scoring quite a few. Obviously, that's the case because we haven't lost a game this season. Hopefully that can continue as we kick off this game. We have a long throw in the 18th minute. Cuernu, good at these. He puts it in. Martinez holds it up. Back to Caicedo. His shot blocked. That's something I've seen a lot of lately. They try and find a player, Deportes Tolima, but we cut it out. That highlight ended, but Londoño has put a deep goal kick through, and now Guerra is in the box, and Suarez, that is so poor from Harlan Suarez, and we're giving them a chance here. Really poor tackle. Why are we doing that? That is just dumb. It's a yellow card. I'm tempted just to take him off, but we'll see how they get on from this penalty. Can they make this game very interesting? Devonish, yeah, he sends the keeper the wrong way. A poor start from our guys. Had a chance, yet again not making the most of it, and they put their penalty away after a silly, stupid tackle from Suarez. Oh, don't choke now, boys. It is 2-1 to us on aggregate. Okay, we are now in the 27th minute, and we have a throw in Cuernu. Our best long throw taker. We'll put this in. Can we get that away goal? I'm after. Keeper punches it out. Lasso tries to chip it over the top, but it's just a bit high. It would have been a good goal. It was a good chance for us, but we are still 1-0 down, but 2-1 up on aggregate after half an hour. Throw in to us here, Cucuta Deportivo, and we've given it straight to Deportes Tolima, and now Velosa is off on the wing for them. He looks to play it in, but Martinez with a good tackle, and hopefully we can do something on the counter, but that pass isn't going to find who it was supposed to, and Deportes Tolima in the maroon and gold have a chance, but we cut it out, and now Murillo will keep this in. Can the youngster create something for us? He's off down the wing, sizing up the opposition. He puts a cross in. Devonish clears it, but only as far as Caicedo. It's a lengthy highlight, this, which I'm hoping will mean something. Now the choo-choo train. What can he do? He looks to get himself moving. It's a shot that's blocked yet again. Oh, I'm so sick of those now. And it will be a throw-in, still 1-0. But 2-1 on aggregate. And a very quiet first half apart from the penalty. It is half time. We cling on to a 1-goal lead after giving away that penalty. We've had more shots, but we're just not putting them on target. Still an issue here. We're being very wasteful with our chances since that first league. Some of these players are not playing well, namely the wingers Murillo, the choo-choo train, and also Venegas not having a great game. Neither is Cuernu. We might have to look at making some changes. We will tell the boys that we aren't happy, and hopefully that fires them up, and I want the attackers to really give me something here. We'll keep things as they are, maybe make a change around the 60-minute mark. As you see, Deportes Tolima making a triple sub, which is interesting. You'll also notice Martinez is now on a yellow card, and we have told him to ease off tackles. We might have to make a centre-back replacement, but we'll see how we get on as James has the ball in our end of the park early. Might have been offside there, apparently not. Actually, yes, he is. I thought he was. It was a late call, and it will remain 1-0 early in the second half, but 2-1 on aggregate to Cucuta Deportivo. Okay, we are going to make a change. The choo-choo train is now in the red, which if there's ever a sign to take a player off, that is it. We'll bring Marulanda on for him. I'm also pretty disappointed in what we're seeing from Sebastian Quernu, so we'll bring a cost strong for him. And after that, we'll see. We'll leave things as they are for now. We have got Meza who can cover centre back, but I prefer him as a CDM personally. Either way, we might bring him on because we've got those two players on yellows, but we'll do those two subs, get our poor performers off the park, and hopefully we can create something, or at the very least, just hold on to this lead. It's 2-1 on aggregate, albeit 1-0 down on the day. It is a long throw. James will take it. Now we've taken Quernu off, but it's straight at Londoño, and we're not doing enough with these chances that we are creating. It is definitely a highlight because it's dragged on a bit. It finds Boyja. Now out to David on the right wing. Hopefully nothing comes from this. He puts a cross, or it's not a cross, it's back to Barrios in the midfield. Now he plays it forward to David. That's so soft. We've actually almost assisted Bello there. 2-0 down, and all of a sudden the wheels have fallen off us here. It's the only way I can describe it. We are just not doing anything. It is really weird what's happened since first league. You see David, they thought he was onside, then one of our defenders taps the ball. I don't know what he's really doing there, and he's pretty much assisted Bello. I'd like to see this. Hold on. Why aren't they telling us about that offside? It is 2-2 after 66 minutes, and we will make our last sub here because Elkin Murillo. Do we take off Murillo or Basozzi? I think we'll take Murillo off because I trust Labastidas to get a goal more than I do Basozzi without match fitness. Those are our free sub. It's 2-2 overall with 23 to go. Will this game be heading into extra time, or can we get a goal? If we do get a goal, of course, it's an away goal, which would be crucial. But it's a free kick to Deportes Tolima. They've played it for Bello. Boy is in here. Oh, that's so poor from our defence. I don't know what's happening here. We are now 3-2 down. It's Martinez, who I've told to ease off tackles. We'll get that off him. That might have been the problem. He's one of our better rated players in this team at the moment, but boy, that was just terrible. The ball, you see Bello, he's just been outdone by Boyer. To be fair, I don't know if I can blame him too much for that. But yeah, we are going down the tubes, 3-0 down in the second leg, but now we have a throw in. Acosta whips it in, but only as far as the Deportes Tolima player, and now it's Bello. Hernandez. Back to David. This time it will be picked up by Suarez, but the goalkeeper and him were having a bit of a mix-up, and now Guerra for Deportes Tolima. Boyer's in here, but a good save from Sandoval. We need the boys to really fire up here. I'm going to go at them. I don't know if it's helped very much. Might need to go attacking soon too, but Edmonds Green will head that clear. There's no one outside the box to try and get the ball for us. But Venegas fouls Barrios. We're just not helping ourselves today. A very poor performance. We'll go attacking. Still 3-0 down. And it's Deportes Tolima with yet another chance. The top tier team really playing like a top tier team should be, you'd have to say, is Guerra. Ortega, here's a shot. It hits the post. We're slow in reacting, but Acosta will get there. Kicks it out to them, but it's still 3-0 and we are down by a goal. We need something quick. Nothing has happened. We changed a few things tactically, but it is not going to work for us. We are going to blow a 2-0 lead and get knocked out of the Colombian Cup just before the finals. That is such a disappointing result. Our first loss of the season. And sure enough, I say that I don't think we'll concede 3 goals unless we score one. It's happened, and our attackers not doing much. They're not getting a single shot on target. We've just gone into a real goal-scoring dry spell, and that penalty at the start also proving quite costly because it's given them the league up. They hit a quick double in the second half, and we suffer our first loss this season, and it's a big one. We are out of the Colombian Cup, and we can really throw a water bottle here, because I am not happy. I'll try and pep up these players who have had a sulk, because I don't think that's good enough, but we'll try and not upset them too much, and it's worked for some of them, but yeah, that's frustrating to say the least. Yeah, that was a really good chance for us to do something, but we have been knocked out, and that will change things in terms of how we look to, or when we look to come back. We do get 186,000 for that, and the result for me is disappointing, but we did make the semi-finals, and for a second division team, that is a pretty good achievement. Unfortunately, that does mean that we only have to focus on the league now. We've got 4 games left. I'll probably play these off camera, and we'll come back at some stage in the group semi-final phase, where hopefully we can turn this little bad spell of form around. You see, up until that first league game, off the back of that, we were in such good form, and then just a bit of a couple of games that we should have won, but that game we just didn't show up, and that is very disappointing. So we are out of the Colombian Cup. We will not be in the Copa Libertadores next season. I still think we're definitely a top division quality team, so hopefully we can get our form back in these next 4 games against teams who are struggling, and then kick on in the semi-final group stage, and hopefully we can win the second phase of the season so we don't have to go into those promotion type playoffs. But yeah, that's a disappointing way to end today's episode. Turning off the computer didn't help, did it? So yeah, go to the competitions tab. Yeah, not ideal. But that will be it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And until the next episode, which, as I said, will be the group stage of semi-finals of this Torneo Finalization stage of the season. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.